Hey guys, so welcome back. Today we're going to talk about time signatures and what they are, why they're used in music. They come after so it goes clef, then your key signature, then your time signature. And when you're writing new music, like as in the next line, you don't need to include the time signature again, unless it changes. And we're going to talk about what it looks like and why we use it and why. So, to start off, we're going to start off in duple time. Know what that is and what that looks like. It's just like this. So we're going to start off in 2/4. It does look like a fraction, but I can promise you it's not. So what this means is that there's two somethings in a bar, and those two somethings are, since we know it's 4, and 4 is a quarter note, we know that it's two crotchets in a bar. Not too hard, shouldn't be. Should be quite easy. Should be quite straightforward. We could expand this, and we could go to say 2, 2. And since we know our minimum, we know that's worth 2 beats. So all this means is that there's going to be 2 minimum beats in a bar. And to expand on that even further, you could do 2, 8, which would be 2 semiquavers in a bar, which is very uncommon, but you could see it. And then a really uncommon one would be 2, 16, and that would be 2 semiquavers in a bar. And that's all it is. Hopefully that makes sense. Since we went over each known value in a different video, this should make more sense. But I'll keep going. Next we've got triple time. And all triple time is, it's just that. It's just in triplets. So we've got 3/4. Now 3/4 is most common in waltz music. So if you've ever done social dancing, you'll be familiar with this if you're from Scotland. So what that looks like is exactly the same here, but you're going to have 3 crotchet beats in one bar, and that's it. And the same, you're going to see a pattern here because the same goes for this. 3 minims in a bar. Three quavers in a bar. And another really uncommon time signature, which you'll probably never see, is 3/16. You're trying to see a pattern now. That's triples. Quadruples. Hopefully that's spelled correctly. Don't ask me. But so since we've got 2/4, 3/4, the most common time signature in all of music, probably. Although some of you might be raging that I said that in the comments. We'll see. It's 4/4. And as you could probably imagine, going by the previous 2, it's just going to be 4 crotchet beats in a bar. And the same goes for here. Four minims in a bar. Four quavers in a bar. And then if you want, you could get to 4/16, which again would be very irregular, would be 4 semi-quavers in a bar, just like that. And that's all your simple time signatures. So what's the compound ones? Well, I'm so glad you all asked. So the compound ones are basically, I'm going to teach you the equivalent to what these are. It's like halved almost. And they'll be done in 1/8 notes as opposed to your quarter notes most of the time. Kind of like this. So to start us off, we're going to start off in six, eight. 6/8 is one of my favorite time signatures, to be honest, and might be one of yours as well if you really think about it and listen to music. But why is it not 3/4? Well, we're going to get to that in a little bit. But basically, all 6/8 means is you're going to have 6 quaver beats in a bar, and they won't always. They can look like that, but usually they're tied off. And the reason why it's the equivalent to 2/4 is because of the way we count it. So we always go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And basically, since we know that these are 3 quavers, we know that adds up to, if we look at our note values, a dotted crotchet beat, because it'll be 1.5. Because these two make up 1, that's a half, and this is 1.5. And that would also go here as well. Just like that. So, with that in mind, that is why, because it's got 2, it's just 2 notes, basically. So that's why it's 2/4 equivalent is 6/8. And we also, since it's different from 3/4, I think it's because your 3/4 crotches are more 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whereas 6/8 is more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 1 and the 4 is accented a lot more, and you can hear it through. Another duple time for this one would be 6/4, and all that is just the same again. However, if I look at my notes real quick, it would just be 6 crotchet beats in a bar. And it would be linked like that. And it's just like it's equivalent really as well to this one. But these ones would change to dotted minims instead. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you can see why that changes. Because now we're working with crotchets, so this has to be, since there's 3 crotchets, we know that a minim is 2 plus a half without dots, and half a minim would be another full beat because there's 2, so it's 3 and 3, which makes 6. Okay. So triple. So the triple for 3 in compound time is actually 9/8. And all 9/8 is, if we look at 6/8, is it's just 1, 2, just 9 semiquavers. Semiquavers from the 8. Sorry. 9 quavers from the 8. Because we know quavers are 8th notes and semiquavers are 16th notes. So that is that, and again the same logic applies here. We'll have because as you see, there's 3 notes here, which makes sense for 3. And the equivalent for 9/8, well, as you can see, would be 9/4, which in return is just the same again, exact same process as this. Obviously we're going to have a lot of crotchet beats. And they're also going to be linked the same as well. The dotted minim. They're like so. I'm going a bit lopsided now, I can tell. But yeah, and then next we've got quadruple time for the compound, and that would be, and you'll notice a pattern here is that we're working in 3s each time. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to join. When it comes to these, you're going to see them mostly like this. Hold on. I'll make it look a bit easier for you. That's exactly the same as below, but it's just tied together. So you're going to notice we're going to see these in 3s, and that goes for the same thing. We're going to see these in 3s. So for the 4, and we're going to work in 3s, we're just going to do 3 times 4, which we know is 12 eighth notes in a bar, which is a lot of notes, as you can imagine. So it's just going to be 4 lots of quaver notes. Which is a big bar. And that's all it is. And again, exactly the same for a minim there. Sorry, a crotchet there. And a crotchet there. 4 dotted crotchets in a bar, and that's 12/8. And then you could do the same for this, but it's just going to be 12 crotchets in a bar with a minim, dotted minim underneath, which represents each. But yeah, that is your time signatures, and I hope that all makes sense. And I'm sorry for the pauses in between, but yeah, if you've got any questions, message me and I'll try and help you out. But I think that should make sense to why you got 2, that's why it's 2, and that's why you got 3, and that's why it's 3, and that's why you got 4, and that's why they're equivalent to each time signature. You're going to rarely see 6/4, 9/4, and 12/4 in a bar, but it can happen. I've definitely played in 6/4 before. But these ones are common. These ones are your common ones. Most common time signatures. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Stay tuned for the bonus time signature video.